Now you are done putting your spreading your foundation all over your face and blending into your skin, the next thing is you get your concealer and put under your eye. This will make your makeup will make your makeup pronounced and pop out. So little, don't put too much of it. I'm using Avo concealer, but if you can afford high-end, buy. If you can't afford any high-end, you can still buy Nigeria. This is one of the best Nigeria concealer I love using. And also you must not buy this. There are other Nigerian products that are still very nice that you can go for. You can go for Blossom, you can go for Adventure, you can go for Younger Beauty and others. So I'm going to be blending this concealer. I didn't put too much, so yes, the reason why I did a sharp under eye with my concealer is because I want to achieve a lifted face. So if you do not want, it is not a must, you can as well do normal concealer. Just conceal under your eye and your face will be out. After blending your concealer under eye, the next thing is I'm going to go in with powder, and this time around I'm going to be using the extra shade of my powder or one lighter shade of my powder. For dark skin, use one lighter shade of your powder. For dark skin, if you are very dark to this color, I think when you want to apply powder under your eye, you should go for this color or this or this. If you are caramel, probably your color is this. When you are applying powder under your eye, you go for this, or you probably mix it together to get your under eye. Just make sure you are using a proper color on yourself. Now I'm done powdering my under eye. The next thing I'm going to do is to go on with my blush. I'm going to be using CPD by Champions Creatures Company blush. This is are the colors in it. For dark skin, please use this. For caramel, use this darker one. Then for light skin, you can use this orange or pink, anyone you prefer to use. This is one of the best Nigerian brown blush that I've used before and it's highly pigmented. So when you are taking, please take little, except you want a very deep blush. But if you want something very mild and simple, please don't apply too much. Don't put too much. I'm going to be using orange. I'm going to be using orange, please little. It's highly pigmented. It's very, very pigmented. Next look I'm going to be creating, I'm going to be using pink blush for myself. Just little of it that I took, and this is very pigmented. You can see how it's popping already. And I took little, I didn't take much. So imagine when you are taking too much and you go on with it, it's going to be too much and it might be difficult for you to blend out. Don't forget your nose. When you are done with your blush, you go in with your contour. For light skin, when you are contouring, please use a one shade darker than your actual skin color. For anybody that is making herself up, as you're making yourself up, please, whatever color you're going to use for yourself, use to do your contour. Use one shade darker than your actual color. If you're light skin like me, you use a powder that is darker than you, but not so dark, like one shade darker than me. And if you are dark in complexion, use one shade darker than your actual color. Do you understand? So um for myself, these are the colors in my powder palette, and for myself, I'm going to be using this color for myself. You understand? Or this, and I'm not going to be taking too much of it. Be conscious of your brows. So when you're contouring, see, you can see at the four corners of your head, make sure you leave here because you're still going to highlight it with powder after you have done the creamy highlighting. So this is it. You can see it's not too much, it's just normal. Then here, under the blush, not on top of the blush, under the blush. Blush is here and contour. You can notice that this place is a bit inside. That is where you contour. And if you want your own contour to be deep contour, you can use a darker, maybe two darker shade of your skin color. Go for two darker shade of your skin color and put too much of it. Too much of it. But if you want normal, don't put too much of it. Just use one darker shade of your actual skin color. Look at mine. Look at mine. Then the next thing is to apply powder here at the T junction so my face can pop out. When you are highlighting the under eye and the T junction, please use one lighter shade of your color. One lighter shade. A shade that is a bit lighter than your actual skin color. And use a smaller brush, please, so that you can be able to apply the powder well. Now I'm done powdering my under eye, the T junction of my face. The next thing I'm going to contour my nose. Contouring, I'm still going to use the same color I used to contour my face, and that's the same color I'm going to use for my nose. So when you're contouring, contour from here. Use a fluffy brush and contour for you. Like I said, if you are dark in complexion, use one darker shade of the powder, one darker shade that is actually darker than you, but should be just one shade darker. I'm not going to be doing too much of this because I have a pointed nose. So I don't want my nose to be too much. So this is it. You can see. Now we are done contouring the face, blush, um, contouring the nose and all of that. The next thing is to powder the whole skin, the whole face. Use your actual skin color at this point. So go from down, go from down. You can see. Please don't forget your brush side is important. You need to tone everything down and make sure they're all sitting well with your face and the same color with your face. Please make use of a fluffy brush. This is powder brush, fluffy. Don't forget your upper side. After you're done blending your face with powder and everything, don't forget to use contour powder and fluffy brush and darken the upper side of your brows that was actually lighter or be slightly lighter. After powdering your whole face, the next thing you do is to make use of your setting spray. Set the whole face so that the makeup can settle and sit way into the skin. Oh. Set your face. Setting spray. You must not use Kiss Beauty. You can get anyone you prefer or anyone you can afford. Then set your face and the makeup, the powder and the whole product that you applied so far will settle down and sink into the skin.